You see this guy right here? I'm about to tell you many things about this guy. Why he is one of the greatest rage baiters of all time and one of the worst content creators, maybe even the worst, in the analog horror field. This absolute retard thinks he's all high and mighty with his opinions, calling almost every other YouTuber in the analog horror space low-grade YouTubers hyping up bad series for no reason. Buddy, the fuck did they ever do to you, bro? Oh my god, dude. This is fucking... Oh my god, dude. This guy is an actual bum. I'm gonna be so for real. In case I haven't told you, which I know I haven't, this guy's name is Metroloper. And he claims to be an analog and digital horror. He claims to be an internet horror veteran with some of the projects he's made. And I'm like, dude, you're a nobody. Nobody knows who you are. You're not an expert in shit, okay? So, yeah. I'm about to go on a rant about how this guy just sucks at everything he does. And honestly, his opinions kind of suck as well. So, his opinions on analog horror, oh my god, dude. Let's just talk about an analog horror that he absolutely despises and calls complete garbage. Let's talk about an analog horror that he hates so much he genuinely doesn't know why people like it. That analog horror is the Walton Files. His take on the Walton Files is awful. He believes all found footage or analog horror should be realistic. Dude has no idea what the uncanny valley or surrealism is. It's not meant to be realistic. And the things that are realistic are meant to throw you off. If that just breaks the immersion for you, I don't know what to tell you, big dog. Oh my god, dude. Most of his complaints are just chalked up to art bad, voice acting most of the time bad, and plot good. Which, I have to agree, the plot is pretty good. But, oh my god, dude, this... My dude, what are you on? And he's been real quiet about this series since episode 5 dropped about 2 weeks ago. And I think I know why. Because that episode probably left him speechless. Because, let's be real, episode 5 of the Walton Files dog walks literally every other episode in the series. I'm just gonna be so for real. The next big analog horror he really hates on is the Mandela Catalog. He usually just chalks up the Mandela Catalog to, oh, it's the reason why the EAS broadcast format is so popular, and it's the reason there's so much analog horror slop and cliches, and like, oh my god, dude, no it... What cliches? Oh, you mean the cliches that were only in, 3 episodes in the series? Some of the first episodes, mind you. You're acting Like, the Mandela Catalog has some of the worst shit known to man. It's not, dude. His taste in analog horror is also terrible. He calls things like TMC, Walton Files, Local 58, Harmony and Horror. He calls that dog shit, which, yeah, I can kind of see Harmony and Horror, because that series never really intrigued me. I'm gonna be real, I don't really care for Harmony and Horror at all, and there's a reason behind that. But the analog horror he does think are, like, very worth your time and very good, or like stuff like Kane Pixel's Backrooms, Oldest View, Monument Mythos, and like, yes, those are all very good. But if you think Kane Pixel's Backrooms has anything on the Mandela Catalog or Local 58, dude, you are a fucking troglodyte, dude. What are you on? Saying things like, let's just be brutally honest here. Kane Pixel's Backrooms is nowhere near as good as things like Mandela Catalog or Local 58. Or even the Monument Mythos, which, yeah. Yeah, The Oldest View, Kane Pixel's Backrooms, and Monument Mythos are all great. They are all great, especially the Monument Mythos. But, honestly, honest to God, like, saying that, oh my god, saying that the Mandela Catalog and Local 58 are just bad and cliche compared to it, that's just kind of crazy. He does acknowledge that the series is stylistically evolving, but he still calls it bad because he just believes not enough of it has evolved. Like, he thinks the voice acting is terrible, which it's fucking not, dude. The Mandela Catalog, I think, has the best voice acting out of any analog horror series. Like, period. Honestly, I don't really, like, I don't even know how to put into words how much of a fucking fool this guy is. Metroloper, what are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing? Realistically, some of the analog horror series he calls bad is for good reason, but some of the other analog horror series that he calls bad, truthfully, are actually really great, you know? Like the Mandela Catalog, Local 58, the Walton Files. I think this guy just has bad taste in analog horror because, truthfully, what are we even doing? If you think The Oldest View has anything on the Mandela Catalog, if you think Kane Pixel's Backrooms has anything on Local 58, you are genuinely mentally ill. That's like telling me Vita Carnis or the Smile Tapes has anything on Greylock or Obelisk. Oh my gosh, dude. This guy's an actual fool. Stop making content, Metroloper. And since this guy liked the Kane Pixels Backroom series, and yet he was about to call the movie dog shit until it came out and it was good. And he did the exact same thing with the Mandela Catalog movie, and like, dude, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Because the Mandela Catalog honestly has more movie potential than the Backrooms did. And if the Backrooms movie is good, and Kane Pixels wrote that, and Alex Kister is writing Mandela Catalog movie, it's gonna be great. He thinks the plot of the Mandela Catalog is also horrible, and conceptually it's cool, and the execution's bad, and I'm like, what are we doing? The plot and execution is some of the best things in the Mandela Catalog. Like, genuinely, what are we on? Dude. No wonder he's smoking a crack pipe in every video. I'll have what he's on, bro. I want to spread bad takes online and rage bait the hell out of people. Because that's exactly what this man did to me. And, like, oh my gosh, man. The Metroloper, or just Metroloper, whatever your name is, you are... This guy's also, like, extremely pretentious as well. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. He calls good series pretentious. Well, he's the one being pretentious. He just thinks what's too popular online has to get hated on, and the less popular series online need to get loved. I mean, alright. His take that the Mandela Catalog is one of the all-time worst analog horror series, and that he doesn't get why anyone actually likes the Walton Files, that's just kind of mind-boggling to me, man. I don't even know what to say. I've said enough about the Walton Files and Mandela Catalog, but those are both genuinely really good analog horror series. Sure, the first 2 episodes of the Walton Files were absolutely horrible. It's still a good series. And I'd also say, like, the first 2 episodes of the Mandela Catalog are a bit, they're a bit rough. OG Volume 1, there's a bit of cliches in OG Volume 1. Although, no, Alex, the kill yourself part isn't one of them. I find that to be actually pretty bone-chilling in the context of the series. That's honestly kind of cool. It's not the big cliche of the video. The big cliche of OG Volume 1, was definitely that one part in the Mark and Caesar call when the call glitched out, and we just get hit with fucking Germa 985. With some, like, goofy-ass sound design. Like, genuinely. I mean, I think I kind of like the sound design of that part, but it's not really that good. And Overthrown is just a goofy episode. I made a remake of it, and I think that remake... Most of the stuff from my remake is from you, Spency's Overthrown remake. But honestly, whatever it is, yeah, I mean, Overthrown's not that good of an episode. The original Overthrown, not that good. But it has potential to be good, and that's what you, Spency, Meme Bear, me, many other analog horror YouTubers made in Mandela Catalog remakes. So that's cool, I guess. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, calling the whole series bad just because of analog horror cliches from the first few episodes of the series is just... That's extremely dumb. I'm gonna be so for real. That is really just... I mean, what are we doing? Like, yeah. The reason why this is, like... Of course, I didn't script this. And the reason why I'm, like, stuttering and, like, fucking, like, not even knowing what to say is... That's just because this guy's takes and opinions and content are so mind-boggling to me that... I just can't put it into words, and I can't take him seriously. Oh my gosh, dude. Metroloper, you were a bum. Genuine, like 9.5 out of 10 rage bait. On the Glubtubus scale. Like, god damn. Like, what are we doing, man? I don't like analog horror cliches either. But There's not many of them in the good series you hate on. And this guy has said, like, nothing about Local 58, by the way. He's just hating on it. I think he's saving that for another video to just rage bait people on. Either this guy's a degenerate, or his content is all just rage bait to get people to engage with him. Which, therefore, still makes him a degenerate. The fact that people support this guy in his clearly just tasteless content is just deplorable. If any of Metroloper's viewers are watching me right now, please unsubscribe from this guy's channel or just mass report him. I don't care. I want this guy dead. I'm joking. I probably am legally required to say that's a joke, but like fucking hell, dude. Wow. You're so cool and edgy because you hate on series most people love. You hate on series most people love because you want to be cool and edgy, even though we know you're struggling to. We know you're struggling to back up the counterpoints you've thrown at the wall you're talking to. You don't have any viewers. And if you count the people you rage bait as viewers, then you have a fucking lot. And that's just not good. Man, I genuinely despise Metroloper. Worst analog horror creator. Maybe Spaceman Scott wasn't as bad as I thought. Just wow, dude. If you think the Monument Mythos has anything on the Mandela catalog, you're insane. If you think Kane Pixel's Backrooms and The Oldest View have anything on the Mandela catalog and Local 58, you're wrong. My gosh, dude. Actual idiocy right here. His content probably is just rage bait, and he's just saying this all for engagement. Who knows? Man's been real quiet since episode 5 of the Walden Files came out. Man, this video, I'm scrambling to find words almost as bad as he is in his videos, man. Only thing he has on me is that his videos are fucking scripted, probably. Or they're not, and he's just better at explaining things than I am, but I don't know. All I can say is I'm a lot more sensible. Fucking hell, dude. I can't say words. I know I'm definitely a lot more of a sensible person than he is, if I had to guess. Oh my gosh, dude. This guy is just genuinely, like, if y'all are in the Godzilla community, you know, specifically in, like, the figure community, the figure side of the Godzilla fandom, then you'll probably know NBYT Real. Metroloper is just the NBYT of analog horror. God, dude. I'm so glad I made that connection. That actually makes too much sense. And if you're not familiar with Godzilla figures and you're in if you're in the Godzilla power scaling side of the fandom, then Metroloper is basically the king of the monsters of analog horror. Enough of this Godzilla analogy bullshit. I just think that if you're watching this, change your ways, bro. I'm not saying you don't have you You can still have your opinions. You can still call things cheeks if you want. Just, oh my gosh, dude. Bring up valid criticisms. Do something better with your life. What are we doing here, man? What are you on? Can I borrow the fucking crack pipe? Please? Oh my gosh, dude. This guy needs to be sent to Wonderland, dude. Somebody track this guy's location and snap his fucking neck. I mean, yeah. I think that I can explain things I've already explained better, but, like, what's the point in doing that? I've already said everything I need to say. It's just, I don't know. I still want to rant about this guy because he is pissing me off so much. I can't even put into words how much this guy just fucking pisses me off. And that's probably his goal. The rage bait's probably intentional. If I had to take a wild fucking guess. You know what? Let's just end the fucking video. Metroloper, if you're watching this, change your ways. Your opinions can stay only if you have good reason for them. You are, as of now, a huge bum. And, that's about it. See y'all.